loves, it's Lavishly Britt. So let's get straight into this video. I know y'all want the facts. Y'all want to know the tea. Which is better, mini braids or mini twists? Go ahead right now. Drop me a comment down below and let me know your vote. As you've seen, I've rocked both in the past few months and I absolutely love them. I have worn them both for extended periods of time, both over 2 weeks, so I have a good grasp on the pros and cons of both styles. So if you would like to know more, then continue on watching. But before we get into that, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow me up on Instagram at @lavishlybritt. And now that you've done that, let's go ahead and get into this.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. They see you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
So as you all know, I've been on this whole like length retention journey, hair growth journey, just in general, healthy hair practice, to be honest, because healthy hair is the ultimate goal. With health, I'll get the length. So therefore, I want to talk about two particular styles that you've seen all over my Instagram, which are the mini twists and the mini braids. Now, I've gotten hundreds of questions from you all related to those two styles as far as which do I prefer and the pros and cons of both. So in this video, I'm going to give you all that you need to know on the mini twists and the mini braids so you can make that decision as far as which is best. So I'm just going to start off with the mini braids and let's go ahead and get into the pros. So the first pro for mini braids is definitely going to be the elongation that you can get with the style without heat stretching. Now, although I did heat stretch my hair, you wouldn't have to if you wanted to do mini braids and you still wanted that length, just because braids in general will give you more length than twists will, just because those are more springy and they shrink. So mini braids is your go-to if you're a person that wants a protective style but you care about the length of your style. No shade towards you, a lot of us are aiming for length if we're being honest. So I really love that I was able to achieve an elongated hairstyle without added extensions, and it was very lightweight. So that was one thing that I felt like related to me being able to get length without having to add in any hair. It made the hairstyle super lightweight, because some people do like to call mini braids box braids, like natural box braids without the extensions, because it's pretty much the same concept as doing box braids, but way more beneficial for your natural hair. The next thing I want to talk about is the durability of these mini braids. Now, these mini braids, y'all, when I tell you them things are some troopers, they last, okay? Even when I took them out, I was like, I could wear this for legit another 3 weeks and they would probably still look really, really good. I was so here for it. Like, and again, with the durability, one thing that adds to this durability is that they are less likely to get as frizzy as twists are. So I love that, okay? Love that for me, and I'm sure you will love that for yourself. So the next two pros to this is one thing that I feel like really helped me when it came to the mini braids, because I wasn't too sure of how I was feeling about them beforehand, but they are easily styled. Now, I thought since they were on the thinner side that they wouldn't be that easy to style, but contrary to what I was thinking, I surprised myself and I was able to come up with 20 cute, simple, unique hairstyles that you can rock with your mini braids. So definitely be sure to check out that video while you're at it. And this last pro, which I feel like is going to be a very big one, especially when it comes into the world of protective styles, and that is that the mini braids are easily washed. So you can easily wash and deep condition your hair with your mini braids. And I did do a video on this entire process, and I took you through the steps and tips to make your wash day when you're wearing protective styles much easier. Now, while you can use that video for mini twists, I highly recommend you do something else, because this is most beneficial for mini braids. So now moving on to mini twists, and we're just going to go through those pros really quick. The number one and most exciting pro, the first one and probably the most important one when it comes to any hairstyle, because all of us want to know this, and it is an easy installation. These twists take you no time in comparison to mini braids, but the look is worth it, okay? And this is perfect for those of us who do not know how to braid, because contrary to what may be the popular belief, not everybody everybody knows how to braid. And I know that, so mini twists are a perfect alternative for those of you who feel like your mini braids won't look that good because you're not very good at braiding hair in general. So if that's the case, I would definitely recommend mini twists for you. And I added big perks is the takedown process. The takedown process is so quick and easy. Like, you can literally take the two pieces that create the twist and pull them apart, and there you go. Like, it takes no time. Also, like the mini braids, mini twists can easily be styled. You can use that same video that I styled my mini braids in and use those for the mini twists. Granted, you probably will have a little more shrinkage with your mini twists, so some styles may not be as easy achievable, but there's still room for different hairstyles for versatility, so don't give up on that. Also, the mini twists are extremely lightweight, so I love that. It made it perfect for working out and things like that. I didn't have a heavy load on top of my head while I'm trying to run or do any extracurricular activities, so this was a definite bonus. So to piggyback off of them being easily styled, you can also take your mini twist out and rock that hairstyle as a twist out, although your full intentions were just for mini twists in general, but it kind of gives you a 2-in-1 type of combo with the hairstyle. So I love that, because sis, you know, as long as I can keep my fingers out my head, I'm for it. And then the last pro that I have for mini twists is that I felt like they give a fuller look. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you more full and you're not looking like a wet dog, kind of, because the braids are going to be very thin and fall more flat to your head versus the mini twists are going to be fuller and fluffier, and I really love that look. So that is definitely a pro to the mini twist. So now that you have all the pros to the mini twists and the mini braids, what are you thinking? Are you leaning more towards mini braids or mini twists? Or do you need to know the cons first? I think you need to know the cons first. So let's get into the cons. So first up, mini braids. The cons of mini braids, I feel like everybody knows, because it's going to be written all over your face. Who gonna take these braids out while you're doing that? And the first thing is the installation process. Mini braids take quite a bit of time to install, and I mean quite a bit of time. You can expect to probably spend anywhere from 5 to 8, 9 hours installing them, and this is just a general estimate of what I've gotten from other people. It didn't take me as long as it does some other people, but again, it depends on the length and the density of your hair and just your overall skill with braiding, but the process is much longer than it is for installing mini twists. So if you don't have time, that may not be the best choice of hairstyle. Now, along with a long installation process, you can generally expect there to be a long takedown process. So again, you're gonna have mini braids, okay? There are tiny little braids with 3 strands braided together. It is a little bit harder to take down, but if you go over and watch my takedown video, I did give you all some tips on how to make that process much quicker. You do not have to spend as many hours installing them as you do taking them out. I feel like you should generally aim to cut that time in half. So definitely check out my video for my tips on how to remove your mini braids. And then the next and final con of mini braids is that they generally look very scalpy and thin on most people, and I even thought that about myself. And granted, I have thicker hair than I feel like majority, so even I thought my mini braids look rather scalpy and thin on me. And as you all know, I have plenty of hair, so I was a little surprised that they look as scalpy as they did on me. So just keep in mind that if your hair is definitely on the thinner side than mine, that it could look even worse as far as the scalpiness. But if that does not bother you, then definitely go ahead and rock it. But I know a lot of us don't like to see a whole lot of scalp for our protective styles or styles in general. So moving on to mini twists. Now, my mini twist cons are very few, to be honest, but there are 3 important ones that I feel like are important to name. So the first con is that mini twists are more likely to get frizzy and fuzzy much quicker than mini braids.
Coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name, big dope on flame, I just switched.
And I found that I was starting to see some fuzz and frizz around that 2-week mark versus at that 2-week mark for my mini braids. They still looked really, really well. And that's just because the mini braids keep your hair way more organized than the mini twists do. So that's why you're gonna have more frizz with your mini twists. The second con to mini twists is that they're not easy to wash, and that's also related to the number one con, and that is just the fact that they will frizz up and fuzz up a lot quicker than your mini braids would. Now, granted, the frizziness didn't necessarily bother me that much. I found that when they got a little frizzy, that I kind of liked them a little more. They looked a little more natural and like authentic, as if I had locks. Because if y'all did not know, a lot of you are asking me about locks, and yes, I am interested. Okay, I am very much interested. I'm not sure when. We'll get into that another day. And then last but not least, shrinkage. Now I know so many of you hate shrinkage, but hear me out. Yes, it's a con to the style. It doesn't break the style to me, okay? I actually like rocking my mini twists with more of a shrunken look than I did the mini braids with the longer look. I just really love the fullness of the mini twist. But now that you know everything you need to know about the mini twist and the mini braids, I'm curious to know what you all are thinking. So go ahead and drop me a comment down below and let me know. Mini braids and mini twists can work perfect for mini naturals, but it all really comes down to your preference and what your hair is like. But if you're someone aiming to grow your hair and you're on the thinner side, I personally feel like I would probably opt for the mini twist before I would the mini braids, just because if your hair is already on the thinner side, your mini braids probably won't look as cute. TBH, to be honest. I'm sorry. If your hair is more prone to being frizzy, then I would suggest mini braids, because mini twists in general are not keeping your hair nearly as organized as mini braids do. And mini braids are breaking those sections of hair and putting them into 3, and you're braiding it all the way down and maybe twisting the ends, but your hair in general is way more organized. It's less flyaways. You have a less chance of your hair matting up or tangling up like you would with the mini twist. Now, if you have thicker hair, I think you could work with either. It may come down to, at this point, what your length is like. So if you have a lot of length, I would probably honestly go for the mini twist, just because the installation process of the mini braids may not be worth it for you in the long run, depending on how long you're gonna wear these styles. So if you're going on like a vacation, I would highly suggest the mini braids over the mini twist, just because mini braids you can easily wash. So say you're at the beach, easy peasy, you don't have to worry about them frizzing up, matting up really quick and easily like you would with the mini twist. Because I think, so just keep those things in mind. Definitely write out the pros and the cons and make a decision for yourself and your hair type. If you have any more questions, drop them down below. But again, any style is perfect if you feel it's perfect for you. Do what you feel is best for your hair. This is just my recommendation. This is just my experience. I personally love the mini twists, okay? I think I will do the mini twist a lot more frequently than I would the mini braids. Granted, I love the mini braids, okay? I slayed the mini braids. Definitely let me know what style you prefer on me. I think I look good in both of them if you ask me, but I definitely am probably team mini twists. Mini twists are just my jam. They're easy to install, and now that I have some experience installing them, I think I'll do even better the next time around. So that is all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Definitely leave me a comment. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and as always, remember, you're popping, you're beautiful, and I love you. Bye. And while you at it, I'll wait for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. Probably should go follow me on Instagram too. And once you're done all of that, watch this video. Matter of fact, just go ahead and binge watch me while you at it. #binge so I know it's real. Bye. I love you.